I want to speak to you about rappers, badness, and homosexuality. The rap industry, particularly the music industry within the genre of rap, was seen substantially as a ghetto people phenomenon, particularly a black ghetto phenomenon. And therefore, when the males were rapping, they were representing a culture of black people, particularly black men, viewing issues from not only a male's perspective, but the black male's perspective, and how that black male would have to go through all the challenges to make life in the harsh realities of their communities. And therefore, many of these males were the hard, hardened males who could be placed under the category of bad, tough, masculine. And what the industry has done, the music industry did to these black males, as they did in slavery, was to brought them. In other words, the entrance into the industry was to let them lose their manhood, to sodomize them. So because they wanted the money, they wanted the flair, they wanted all the prestige of whatever came with the perceived industry's well doing, many of these black male surrendered their manhood to these industry executives because they wanted to be wealthy, famous, and being able to show a particular lifestyle, lavish a particular lifestyle. And they did this without, in many instances, thinking that there will be cost and consequences and that their behavior will be displayed, shown, or even revealed. We are at a stage now where a number of persons can't deal with a number of realities. Who would have thought that would have heard that Will Smith, an icon in the black community, would be considered to be bisexual? Who would have thought that that would have happened? People have also questioned Tupac Shakur, whether he was bisexual and he was trying to portray an image that he was all heterosexual. Meek Mills, Diddy, Jay-Z, we are now questioning who these guys are because of what we are now hearing about what the industry does to rappers, particularly the iconic rappers. And these iconic rappers clearly are doing it to other rappers, the entrance rappers who are entering into the industry. It is difficult to understand why it is that we are at a point where it seems that the rap industry, which was synonymous to badness, is now synonymous to homosexuality. It's difficult to understand, and some people cannot deal with the reality that that is a likeliness because we once associated the rap industry to our icons, our black icons, particularly the black male icons who were hardened, masculine, projected men. Now to be hearing that it might not be the case after all. I want to listen to Terence Howard, who is a thinker, an Hollywood actor, speaking on the issue of rap, badness and homosexuality for you to understand it. And I'm saying to you, it's going to be difficult to digest, difficult to deal with, but it's clear that there is a parallel between rap, badness, and homosexuality in our contemporary society. Here we go. This is what Terence had to say.
Till you hear their real name.
Yeah. Or you till you see them at the masculinity that the rappers are supposed to portray. You know, heard while I was on Empire about some of the people in the business. And Petey Pablo, you remember Petey Pablo?
I know who that is.
Petey Pablo, talented writer, singer. Him and Young Buck wrote a song called Ho Is Home. And in that song, back in about 2011 or 29 or something, because he called out all of them taking place at those parties and those people, he was kicked out of the music business. No radio station would play his stuff. So you look for Petey Pablo, he's not around anymore. Buffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material?
Create a beautiful job-winning resume with Enhansive. Join thousands of users who got a
What are we hearing? What are we really hearing?
Will you help me?
Is there any truth to what is actually
I want to hear your music, so I come over there and I play the music. I'm sitting there, just looking at it, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week, and I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to you.
The music.
Who better is able to tell you about something than someone who is in it? And Terence Howard is saying, I remember Terence is an actor, and a great one indeed, is saying Diddy wanted to have sex with him. And that many of the men in the rap industry, to get into the game, to be that icon, would technically have to go to the route of being back broke, or to be sodomized, or to lose their manhood as a entry into the industry. Who else is there to actually give us more information on this? I'm saying to you, it has been alleged that Tupac Shakur and many other rappers, including Ja Rule, enter the industry via the backdoor rule, which is to be sodomized. So we are saying that there is a symmetry between badness, rap, and homosexuality. Who would have thought so? When the image was always created that our rappers were the masculine of the masculine and represented ghetto, hardship, difficulty. Who would have thought so? It's difficult to even fathom how the slave owners have removed the chains from our feet and put it around our minds. A number of persons can't seem to understand that the slave owners, all they did was to shift strategy We were not the people who were supporting homosexuality, who believed in it, practiced it. And the plantation system did that to us in terms of sodomizing the maize when they wanted to keep them quiet. And that would destroy the males. And now the rap industry is under the guise of sadomism for you to get there and to remain there, to stay there. And that's a critical part of the entrance into that industry. So rap is associated with badness and homosexuality. A number of persons may have a difficult time trying to understand and sort of see why it is that a number of the rappers are somewhat scared with the Diddy trial. And it's simply because the rap industry is associated with badness. And that image of badness and hardship and masculinity will be tested in the Diddy trial. Because a number of them actually got into the industry via the Badbrook system or homosexuality or being sodomized. They are fearful that their names will be called and that things will be revealed. And they are hoping that he does not speak. And they are hoping that he does not take a plea deal and reveal a lot of things because a number of them will be discredited as black influential males that represent our community because they will no longer be seen as masculine. They are now sodomized, destroyed psychologically, and their image will be destroyed if that is revealed. I am saying the rap industry is synonymous with badness and homosexuality, and this is going to destroy many persons who had the rap industry as an icon of masculinity, as an icon of blackness, and as an icon of toughness. All of that image and persona will be destroyed because it was destroyed a long time ago and it has been just revealed. Cat Williams actually said something that I'm thinking carefully of now. He said everything will be revealed in 2025, and all that veil that existed before will be removed, and the truth will be displayed, unraveled, and revealed. It's clearly happening one bit at a time. And what we are seeing is that the rap industry that we always thought was about masculinity, badness, toughness, is really an effeminate industry. And that many of our black icons who are in the game of rap have been sodomized and are unable to speak about it. And that the Diddy party could be where a number of these things occurred, possibly outside of this, but it appears that what we are seeing is a mask of a dirty industry that has sodomized many of our black people who wanted to be a part of the limelight, the fame, the glamour. And as Terence Howard said, when you have lost your masculinity, how do you come back from that? He also opined that many of the black artists who have been sodomized have not been able to recover from it. Mentally, they are destroyed. But why, you will ask that thing, why are they mentally destroyed? Simply, the blacks are not a homosexual race, and they know that. And because they know that, and they have actually had to been brought into a system that is totally against who they are, psychologically they are destroyed. But isn't that the whole purpose of why they have been sodomized? To destroy them mentally? Are you thinking about that the rap industry is clearly no different from what obtained during slavery when a number of black, strong men who were kings and princes were sodomized openly as a way to control them? Are you thinking that what they have done is to move the chain from off your feet to around your mind and heart? Let's have a discussion on this one. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel as I continue to provide with trusted information to use to make decisions. Where are we as a people? Where are we as a people? We are giving up much to gain little.